Again. Today's reading reminds us to stand firm in our truth even when emotions swirl and illusions arise. Victory and love are already taking root beneath the surface. Namaste reminds us to belly breathe, and self-compassion encourages us to give ourselves credit for doing the right thing. And in our moment of Zen, Martin Buber whispers that all journeys have secret destinations as Margaret Weiss Brown gently says good night. And Namaste Witchlings! Welcome, one and all, to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, where we weave together the sacred spiral flow, honoring the day, listening to the cards, and caring for ourselves along the way. Welcome back, or if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, and welcome. Every day we flow with the sacred spiral. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch and guide through said spiral. So let's step into today's together. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am going to play with some rose quartz myself today. Light your favorite candle or incense, cozy up with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew is filling your mug today, and let's step into the spiral of wisdom and self-care together. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps grow our Witchling circle and keeps our daily spiral turning. All right, so we are going to light our candle. We do not have any birthdays today, sad face. So, no, it's an anniversary. Yep. All right, my darling witchlings, as I light the flame, may our light be a beacon of hope in the darkness for those stumbling and lost along the way. I also hold this light for survivors and victims of gun violence here in the United States, remembering them all in our circle. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed, and we invite the ancestors to join us here today. All right, how is everybody doing? Bonjour, Marie. Hey, Hazel, I see you there. And my cousins, we're both here today. How is everybody doing? Where am I from? I am from the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I am Seattle adjacent. It is chilly here. Oh my goodness. Took the doggos for a walk this morning and realized that before long I am going to be needing gloves and a scarf because my ears are chilly. Ooh, another Spanish class for John that went well. Yay! I miss my Spanish. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. There is a part of me that wants to do electrolysis here because, I inherited the very, very definite Prussian thick hair genes. Why did I do that? Oh, technically, my frame says it's 62 and my watch says it's 57, so, but it was about 47 when I took the doggos out. Speaking of doggos, we got to like 33, 34 degrees last night. It was freaking cold. But yet I'm still sitting here without socks on. The advantage to me, you know, I have no socks on, but I have a warm puppy that I can tuck my toes under. See, I have a love-hate with socks because they're foot prisons as bad as shoes are, but they're cozy. I have a thing We will not discuss how many pairs of fuzzy socks I have, because I have to be very careful going to, like, not that I shop Target right now, but I'm going to Costco later, and Costco tends to have the sock slipper socks or just fuzzy socks, and I have to be very, very careful because warm and fuzzy is bliss for me. Oh, we can probably turn the candle magic thing off. Yep. I think we are at about 33. Yep. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm sitting here in just my short sleeve sweater, which is comfy, but my toes are chilly. I'm going to end up digging into the closet tonight and digging out my piggy slipper socks. Because I hate wearing shoes inside, but when my feet are cold, the fuzzy socks are great. I even have a few pairs of grippy socks. We won't comment on that, though. Di does not need a grippy sock vacation today. All right, my witchlings. So, before we go diving into the cards, let's wander through and see what holidays today is bringing. Ooh. We have 3 really cool holidays and so many more that I wanted to mention. So I'm just going to do a list of honorable mentions at the end, probably with some commentary. So here we go. We have International Pronouns Day, National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Day, and National Pug Day. Frank. International Pronouns Day. Words are spells, my witchlings, and pronouns are sacred. They honor who we truly are. Today we celebrate self-expression, identity, and the magic of being seen. And for those who say the Bible does not have pronouns, for he, so, yeah, anyway. National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Day. This is a grief I am personally acquainted with. Ectopic pregnancy, multiple miscarriages, and that ache that just never quite fades. At 7 p.m. tonight, I will be lighting a candle for the wave of light, remembering every teeny tiny soul and every parent who carries that love forever. And National Pug Day. Pugs have held a very special place in my heart ever since I got to meet the very sweet and adorable Kata at Griffin Gaming. Those little squishy faces and joyful snorts remind us all to savor the small, silly magic in life. And if you want an amazing pug, I highly recommend watching the Men in Black series. Frank is amazing. And here we go. We have our honorable mentions now. We have Love Your Body Day. That leads right into Breast Health Day and Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day. Because if you love yourself, you're going to take care of those boobies. It is Global Dignity Day because we all deserve our dignity. International Day of Rural Women. By technicality, I am a rural woman myself, and those women who are farmers and ranchers and do that rural life, they are stronger women than I am. National Support Your Local Chamber of Commerce Day. That one needs no more to be said. And finally, we have Sewing Lovers Day. Oh my God, those people who can take a needle and thread and create amazing creations such as, that's not sewn, such as this or my yoga pants. They are amazing. My wedding dress. My incubator designed it, created it, sewed it from scratch, and oh my God, it was a dress fit for a Disney princess. Gorgeous. She may have had many faults, but the woman was amazingly talented. All right. Oy, my hair is annoying me. I'm going to have to braid it soon, but I figured I'd get through most of this first. You know what? Fuck it. Thank you, Caleb. I try to bring positivity to the world, and when it comes to the holidays, I try to do some fun ones, such as pug day. And as a chronic illness warrior myself, when I come across some that are spoonie related, I like to cover those. And then just some that are personal, such as Infant Loss Day. I'm so sorry, Amy. Now you know how I feel when the man behind the curtain and I are both in a Discord call and I have to take the dogs out. So, yeah. Now, John, we're not going to get political yet. And Raven, yes, I agree. Shedding a tear for those lost souls that never met the joy of love. Oh. Although, honestly, the poor doctor who told me that I was pregnant, but it had been an ectopic that ruptured, and I went, oh my God. Oh, thank God, I mean. He looked at me funny, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want another child with my husband. I already addressed it, darling. Okay, well, generally when you wiggle the mouse in the... Yep. Okay, I gotta take the glasses off so I can brush this side. Haha. Oof. Oi, there we go. Not quite parted the way I normally do, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, the poor man behind the curtain gets 3 versions of my voice at every stream because I talk loud enough he can hear me through the doorway, and then he hears me through Discord because that's how I have him in my ear. And then, of course, he has the sound from the stream that he is watching. So, yeah, that poor man. I love him. Also, just a quick little thing, and he's going to scream at me for this, and I know it. If anyone is interested in signing up for the Sacred Spiral Flow program, I have bumped it back a week because we only have one person signed up. So, thank you, John. We appreciate that. We try so hard. Oh, Tuda got to go on the bus today. Raven's cat. Raven got a stroller for their kitties. So Tuda got to go out in the wild today. How did Tuda like it? I know the grand cat generally loves going out in the stroller and the backpack. She loves being able to crawl out of the backpack up onto parent person's shoulder, get all of the attention in the world, and then become overwhelmed and crawl back into the backpack. It's great. Okay, now that my hair is back to normal. All right. Okay. Can you answer cat real quick? All right. Oh, we appreciate you, Mimi. Another one bites the dust. Oh, another one rides the bus. That is actually a Weird Al song. Weird Al is so awesome. There we go. Took care of that. There we go. All right. Yay! She did well on the bus. I'm happy to hear that. All right. Now we're going to do this. Clear that. All right. Are we ready to look at some cards now? Because I'm ready to tell you what the cards are screaming at me today. Man, yesterday, though. I've got some serious music playing in my head. Ready? We are ready. Ready, steady, go. Our first card today is Someone Has Unmet Needs. And following that is There Are Regrets. Last but not least, stand your ground. There are regrets. All right, y'all. He didn't say it this time. Someone has unmet needs and is beginning to see that there are regrets lingering like shadows in the heart. Transformation is calling, but resistance whispers its doubts. The universe steps in with a firm, loving message. Stand your ground. Hold steady, Witchling. Your power is rooted in truth. Ooh, I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments and the chat. I need that fucking meme again. Okay. Now let's move on to the tarot cards. Our first tarot card today, we need to make sure that's fixed first. Ha! I remembered. Our first tarot card, we have the Six of Rods. Six of Rods, see? Victory over personal problems, a new venture or change in direction, and some financial or emotional successes. Next, we have the Moon. The Moon. Subconscious feelings becoming confused by other emotional disturbances. Some insecurity, false friends, slander, and disillusionment going on here. Finally, Four of Rods. The Four of Rods gives us marriage, love, and partnerships. What are these saying today? See or no? Okay. The Six of Rods rides in with triumph and transformation, a sign that you're overcoming obstacles and finding your way towards emotional success. Yet the Moon stirs the waters of the subconscious, revealing some hidden feelings and illusions spun by false friends or inner doubts. Don't let that shadow linger, my witchling. The Four of Rods rises next, wrapping you in love, harmony, and the promise of joyful union, perhaps even a marriage or deeper commitment. Whoop, whoop. All right. And now let us braid the Oracle and Tarot together, bringing their voices into one sacred spiral message. Someone has unmet needs and is realizing there are regrets, but the universe urges them to stand your ground because transformation is already in motion. The Six of Rods rides in victorious, guiding you through challenges and towards some well-earned success. Yet the Moon whispers of illusions and hidden emotions where slander or insecurity may cloud your light. Fear not, my witchling, for the Four of Rods restores balance, weaving love, partnership, and joyful connection into your path. Today's affirmation. I rise above illusion and stand firm in my truth. My heart is steady, my spirit victorious, and love flows freely through all I create. All right, now let's take a sip of coffee and let me know what you guys think. Irish, you keep missing the cards, my love. Ooh. All right. I agree that life is too hard to tackle on one's own. Oops. Trying. Okay. So, Tuda got her favorite blanket. She did good, though. I'm getting warm. Okay. Oh, cool. Irish is going to be able to hang out with us for a while today. Yay, yay. Yes, Amy. All right. Yes, we're working on things, Raven. Trying. We're getting this worked out. Yeah, Irish needs to go to sleep soon. Yes. This chair is driving me insane. Oh, dude, it's sunk 2 inches. Wowzers. There we go. Might look a little better not. Have a good one. Love you. All right. Hey, Alan. I'm getting a kick out of watching Irish and Amy argue. This is adorable. I love my people. Okay. What are we doing next? Oh, yeah, we're going to chit-chat for a minute, and then we're going to move on to the self-care. Hello! Yeah, you got a point there, Amy. I very much am already there. I hope it's this side. Oh, Irish isn't sleeping tonight. You're a poet and you didn't know it, kid. All right, we're doing great here. Fan-freaking-tabulous. All right, that lock is going to annoy me to no end. I have got to see if I can fix it. All right, that should be good. And then it catches in my nail. I made it worse. So what we have started doing, Alan, is I do the stream, which goes from, these are my time, from about 1:30 to about 2:15, 2:30. And then we move from the daily draw and self-care to the chilling with the Witchlings for about an hour-ish. So we have been streaming for approximately 2 hours a day. There are reasons behind that. But that's what we've been doing. Please tell me I fixed that lock now. I am so annoyed. So, John mentioning the word bard. I was somehow stumbled across a video of Jacques the Whipper playing D&D on stage. And having gotten to watch him perform now, I definitely have a grasp of his personality, or at least his persona's personality. And I'm watching him play this game. Comes out that he is playing the bard, and my immediate reaction was, of course he's playing a bard. Yup, there is nothing else. There are some people that once you get to know them, you know what D&D character or what D&D class they're going to play. I'm a bard typically. Occasionally I'll play paladin, but no, I'm usually a bard. The spawn is one who can multi-class beautifully. My oldest, think he's typically a bard, a mage. Never, I think he tried to play a rogue once and that failed miserably. Hey, Yurty. See, I have yet to join a campaign that wasn't predominantly queer, but that's primarily because most of my family and friends fall under the rainbow somewhere. So it's so much fun. I went through a period where I absolutely hated all things D&D, for good reason, but we won't go there. And then I finally met somebody who could actually rekindle my interest in it. And oh my God, did we? Ranger, Druid, Witch, or War Priest are Raven's favorites. Yep, that makes sense. I have yet to meet someone, and why his name is escaping me right now, I have no idea. Travis. But I have never met someone other than Travis who plays with Critical Role who plays, a barbarian, who you just knew they were a barbarian. There are some rangers that, honestly, if I were, again, I lost his name. Okay, if I were to see Orlando Bloom sit down at a D&D table, my immediate thought was, yep, he's a ranger. Stephen Colbert, I want to say he played, God, what did he play? He was like a paladin or a druid, not a real heavy fighter, but just some people, you just know what they're playing. Nope, I don't know anything about D&D at all. I have a huge collection of dice. I have like 4 sets currently, which isn't huge, but still miffed at my ex-husband. We did not realize that the bag he was carrying the dice and other stuff in was open as we were walking to Griffin. The same Griffin where we met Kata, by the way. And my wonderful pink marbleized dice got lost in the 3-mile walk. I was so mad. Hey, Vampy! So, yeah. People say man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. A muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. Anyway, I have been listening to that song quite a bit recently because Jeff sings it. I can never remember if there's an N in his last name or not. But, I have been listening to a lot of his music of late. Sweet Irish, I wish we had a way that you guys could share pictures. I think you can in the communities. I would love to see pictures if you guys want to share. Alright, so, are we ready for the self-care part of the day? Actually, I should have showed it that way. Yellow, sick, die. We're not going to sing 16 tons anymore. I have grown up with that song, though. All right. Namaste time. All right, so we have lower abdomen breathing. We tend to breathe with our lungs and our chest. This way of breathing does not allow a full breath of air into our bodies, though. Put your hand on your chest and breathe with your lungs. Now, put your hand on your lower abdomen and breathe in with your diaphragm. Notice the difference. Now breathe with your diaphragm for 8 minutes. If you feel any tightness, relax more into each breath. Deep breathing relaxes the body, and the increase in oxygen relaxes the mind. So, moving on to self-compassion. Self-compassion says, stand up, guy or gal. Regardless of the outcome, can you give yourself credit for a time when you stood up for what was right? Yes, I try to do that as often as I can. Doesn't it, Vampy? I give all credit to the man behind the curtain who has created all of this. I'm going to strangle my cousin the next time I see her because I now have J.G. Wentworth in my head. And that was her whole point. Yeah, that's why I move the card while I'm doing the cards so that they're more visible. We're trying to figure out how to tweak it so that it's perfect. Yeah, more visible. Yeah. Yeah, Will is a sword and board cleric. I like it. Irish is good people. Irish is my kind of kid, you know? Yeah. Oh. So, while I don't know anybody who was there when D&D was created, one of my favorite things about us having played in the SCA is one of the most amazing people we met who is local here. He's one of my favorite Vikings, and we refer to him as Papa Thor. He was in the dorm room at Berkeley when the SCA was born. He has been a part of the SCA from the get-go. And he is one of the coolest people I have ever known. Oh my God, I adore the man. I'm hoping his health is doing well right now. Last I heard it wasn't, but he's really awesome. Oh my God, why am I yawning so bad today? Okay, fine, we're going to hit this with Dr. Pepper because I need sugar as well. I'm not surprised that one of the OG D&D people was a racist twat. I mean, come on. So many of us love... I'm trying to come up with an author, and his name, it'll zip through my mind, as will the frickin' character he created, but I can't come up with it. Holy sheepskin. Horror author. But my brain just will not. Yup. Oh my gosh. Lovecraft! Yes! I knew if I gave my brain time enough, it would come to me. No, Lovecraft was horrifically racist. Yeah, Raven and John both came up with Stephen King. No, Stephen King is the opposite of... Since Stephen King got sober, the man has been the polar opposite of problematic. He does have a couple of books that he has no memory of writing because he was that stoned out of his mind. The man was zooted to fucking back. But otherwise, yeah, he's pretty awesome. And the way he defends his wife, mwah. That doesn't surprise me terribly, but honestly, and this is coming from a survivor of CSA, knowing what goes on at shit like that, there is a distinct possibility, child sexual abuse. There is a distinct possibility that the names that are on that list may not have done everything. All right, moving on. We have Goddess. Yeah, a lot of them are being blackmailed currently because of it. All right. And next, we are going to move on, and we honor the goddess of the day, who is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. Hit it. We're digging out the big guns today. Holy cow. Hine Tarama is our goddess today. What? All right. Next, we honor the goddess of the day. She is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. Hine Tarama, the Maori goddess who illuminated the heavens with stars, reminds us to look upward. Fuck. And I need the rest of my notes. Thank you. Hine Tarama, the Maori goddess who illuminated the heavens with stars, reminds us to look upward with wonder and unity. She connects us to the vast cosmos and to one another beneath the same infinite sky, teaching that each star shines as a facet of human potential and shared destiny. Her silvery radiance invites curiosity, awareness, and reverence for the universal laws that bind all life. Today, honor her by turning your gaze to the stars, whether through a telescope, a favorite sci-fi story, or the simple act of standing beneath the night sky. Dress in silver or white to channel her celestial energy, or adorn yourself, this is fun, with glow-in-the-dark stars for a ritual dance that mimics her swirling constellations. When you see the first star tonight, make a wish for unity, understanding, and the expansion of human consciousness. That is today's goddess. What do you guys think of her? Buses and normal. Oh, I got a tickle. I am having power surges today. And finally, my darling witchlings. We close our divination with a moment of Zen, which is a teaching from my Little Book of Zen to carry into your day. We have quotes from Martin Buber, and Margaret Weiss Brown. Martin Buber tells us, all journeys have secret destinations of which the traveler is unaware. And then Margaret Weiss Brown, good night, stars, good night, air. I am certain that is from Good Night, Moon. All right. Okay, I did. That's what I thought. That's why my brain is telling me it is. Apparently I confirmed that yes, that is from Good Night, Moon. All right, my witchlings. It's time to wrap up for the day. Look at that teeny tiny candle. And it's only Tuesday. All right, my friends. As we extinguish our candle, we open our circle and extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us here today. There we go. All right. Now, before we go, my darling witchlings, just a little reminder. This channel here is supported entirely by my witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here, simply magic and love. Okay. Now, let's go out today and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate. Let's please try to be beacons of hope and light for those lost in the dark. Tell your loved ones, whether they walk on two legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide on scales, or tiptoe on paws and claws, that they are absolutely precious to you. Moments slip away far, far faster than we expect, and those last goodbyes generally come far too soon. And then, my witchlings, please always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you haven't discovered it yet. I was in my 40s before I did. I love you all to bits. Namaste, witchlings. All right. Dun, 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 bum. All right. Now, join the Coven on Patreon for exclusive rituals, behind-the-scenes contents, bonus blogs, early access to classes, and access to our private Discord server. Tiers are starting at just $1 a month at patreon.com/DieTheYogaWitch. Would you like to buy your favorite Gen X witch a cup of coffee? You can fuel my caffeine habit and also get access to bonus content at buymeacoffee.com/die.theyogawitch. All of these links, my darling witchlings, are available in the description and on my link tree, which is, again, linktree/DieTheYogaWitch. Maybe you want some personalized guidance. You can book a one-on-one yoga or coaching session, join one of my workshops, or explore rituals and services at yogawithdylin.com. As an ordained minister, I also offer blessings, ceremonies, and custom rituals for all of life's milestones, and you can find out all about that at dietheyogawitch.com. And then we have our weekly schedule. Weekly schedule, Monday through Friday, Daily Divination and Self-Care right here, right now, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Then we have Sunday, Coffee and Cues with Die the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Tuesday nights, we are starting Bitchin' Witch back up at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Thursday nights, we have the Yoga Witch's Cauldron, Die the Yoga Witch podcast at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Friday nights, we have Friday Night Guided Meditation and Yoga Nidra at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Time. And that ends our week. Yay! Now,